Hello and welcome to my show. I'm Boomer MKR and I like to thank everybody that watched the first show. I'm amazed that I actually got over 100 views, and thank you for everybody who commented, except for the one person who kind of tried to take a shot at me, which really I didn't care. The one thing I have to say about that is, if you're not going to say anything about the video or the game I'm talking about, and you're just taking a shot at me, I'm just going to take it down, because really, even just, I did have a comment replying to it, but I just took it down because, it was just, I don't want to stoop to their level. Anyways, and regarding my PSN is Boomer MKR. I usually have, for my friends list, I have probably a lot of spots open on my friends list. I don't have many people on my friends list. But, if you're not, the way I kept it down is, if you're not active in like a month time, I just automatically, unless I know you personally, I automatically take you off. It doesn't matter, unless I know you personally. Anyways, now that I've gotten that all out of the way, I like to talk about this week's game, which is MLB09 The Show. This is probably the best baseball game I've ever played. I absolutely love this game. There's not many things wrong with it. There are a couple things wrong with it, but not many. The graphics are outstanding. I remember someone who came in when I was playing the game, and they're like, "Wow, that almost looks like a real baseball game," even though you can tell it's a video game. But if you weren't paying attention, you'd think it's like, "Wow, that's pretty good." And some of the features on the game are franchise mode, Road to the Show, season mode, which is like franchise mode, but it's just, you play the season. You don't have to worry about like money and all that. And there's a manager mode, which I don't think anybody really plays, because just to watch a game is not very fun. But all those modes, and you get to create your own walk-up music, which is nice, especially when you're like pitcher and you're coming out to the mound. You get to put your own music in there. When you come in to bat, you get to put your own music up there, which is fantastic. I love that. I was hoping they'd have it in this game, because I had '08. And they had, you could bring your own music in, have your own playlist. I was like, I wish I could take one of these songs and make it my walk-up music or stuff like that. And I absolutely love that kind of customization. I also want to get into the gameplay. The gameplay is pretty good. I like the meter for pitching. The meter is probably one of the best things about it. I never liked, for 2K Sports, if you've ever played that, has a yellow dot, that the dot gets bigger and then closes, and then you have to hit it at the right moment. I never really liked that. I always liked the meter that this one had. And the batting, I know it's just hit one button. Like 2K, I think, is you hit the right analog stick up and down, and you have to time it just right. I still like the old-fashioned way when I grew up playing like my Nintendo bases loaded and you hit the one button, But I guess that's just me. Other things I want to get into are, the Road to the Show is probably one of the better modes. You get to you create your own character, and you get to actually take him through an entire, like, his career. I think it only lasts a couple years, I'm not too sure. The bad thing about it, it takes forever to get to the major leagues. By the time you get to the major leagues, all the major league players are like the players that you want to face are like retired or something like that, which kind of sucks, but I guess they had to try to make it as realistic as possible, and it's not that easy to make it to the major leagues. The one flaw I ever had in it was, in Road to the Show, if you become a catcher, and they either bunt right in front of you, or most of the time they have a little pop-up right in front of you, and you get out of the crouch, and you run towards the ball, but you get stuck on home plate. And it drives me up the wall when that happens. Because you want to get that ball, and the pitcher's not going to get it, and that's your ball to get. And yeah, that's the one flaw I've always seen in it. Another cool thing about the game is you actually get to make your own crowd noises. Now, some people can get pretty creative with that, and some people can get kind of uncreative with that. Because me and my buddy one day, we were kind of goofing around, and one day I guess we forgot that we made a whole bunch of kind of stupid ones, ones that were just kind of seeing if it worked and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, we were playing a game, and all of a sudden you hear from the bleachers is boobs. We just started laughing. But if you like sports games, especially baseball games, and if you have a PS3, I definitely say pick up 09. But since 09's pretty out of date, pick up 010. I've looked into it. It pretty much has a lot of the same stuff and some new features. They said they added a catcher in Road to the Show, but I'm sitting here like I'm a catcher in my Road to the Show. They might have added some more aspects to it, like actually calling the pitches, which I wish they actually did in this game, was call the pitches when you're a catcher in Road to the Show. But the only thing that's going to suck about this game is I'm a Jays fan, and sorry, I've been cold. And Phillies got a very nice pitcher in Roy Halladay. And to all you, if you're a Philly fan and you're watching this, you got a great player and a better person, because he is probably one of the nicest people I've never met him. I wish I had a chance to meet him. I've been around the players before, but I never got a chance to meet him. He just seems like a very, very good person. Anyways, before I get off track again, yeah, I recommend this to any baseball fan, but wait a couple months, get 010, it'll probably be better. If it's not, then get 09. Most people like to get them in a year prior to when they were. So, if you're looking for one that's pretty cheap, 09 should be going down in price very soon. You can probably find 08 out there, but I'd suggest 09 since it's a little better. Anyways, I don't know if I'll put gameplay up for this one, but we'll see. I am actually trying to make a montage of some of my Uncharted 2 plays. I had one, but I couldn't use it because of the music, and it got taken down, so I've actually found a list of music I can use. So hopefully I'll get that up soon too. So anyways, talk to you guys later.